Hey guys, Jake and Evan back with you. Today, again, we are doing a double cigar review. Today we've got these Kristoff Criollo Robustos. Here, oh my god. We got those for you. And just a few things to note on this before we do anything with them, before we cut them up or light them. There is a pigtail on this. I believe this is only our second cigar that we've had with a pigtail, and there's extra tobacco. I don't know if you can see this stuff. You're getting up this time, shut it.
Yeah, just at the end, it just looks like, I don't know, they didn't cut it off all there or whatever. It's just a little bit of extra. So, a little different, I guess.
Show them the pigtail.
And then there's a little pigtail there. Yeah, nice little pigtail or nipple, whatever you want to call it.
So it gets treated exactly the same as any other cigar. I don't think you're supposed to treat it any different. So just cut the pigtail off, cut it the way you want it, light it up.
That's right.
And today we are pairing this with a Palmies, and I actually got some real Cuban rum. It was called Ron Cubani, I think. Cubani? Yeah, Ron Cubani. So that's the rum that we're pairing it with, and we got a Palmies to wash it down with too.
Sounds good. So let's get into the aroma of the cigar.
I got a very strong cedar off mine. And actually, this is one of the strongest smelling cedars I've actually smelled. So it's very nice, and I'm very excited for this Kristoff.
Just pretty much straight cedar for me as well. I can't, until I cut it and get that dry pull going through, I can't really note anything else.
Alright guys, so we've cut these off, and I guess we're gonna test the dry puff here. So far it tastes just exactly like it smelled. Strong cedar.
Yep, just that nice cedar just carries all the way through. So
I'm pretty excited, so let's
yeah, let's toast these up and get ready to smoke these down.
Alright guys, so we've lit this up. Now, how would you describe the taste on this, the flavor?
First impressions and the first flavors that I'm getting off this Kristoff. For me, it's cedary, it's woodsy. There's something else I'm getting in there. I just can't quite pinpoint right now.
Yeah, I can't really explain the flavors yet, but I definitely do get that strong cedar.
So far for me, this seems like it's going to be a solid cigar. One thing I'm hoping is that this makes a really nice ash. The last few cigars I've been smoking, the ashes haven't been that great, so that's one thing I'm hoping for this one.
Well, this is a higher quality.
Alright guys, so we're going to sit here, enjoy these cigars, smoke them down a bit, and we'll hopefully come in after the first third. Hey guys, it's Jake and Devin here with JD Cigars, and we're smoking this Kristoff Criollo Robusto. So far I'm really enjoying this cigar. As you can take a look, my ash is pretty decent actually. It's holding on really nicely. And yeah, it just has been a really enjoyable cigar for me.
So, how is the flavor for you? What would you describe the flavor so far through this?
Flavor, I'm getting lots of cedar notes. Just past the first third, it's moving into more of a nutty / earthy note, but the cedar is still there, and it's been really nice. I've been really enjoying it.
With mine, I don't know why, but I'm actually getting what Jake is getting, but I'm actually getting hints of citrus.
Really?
Yeah, I actually am. So I don't know what's different with mine. So I don't know if I'm crazy or what's going on, but I'll look it up, see what they say about the. So see if I'm crazy or not. Alright guys, we'll come in closer to the band with some final ratings and our conclusions on this.
Sounds good.
Hey guys, Jake and Devin, back with JD Cigars. Today we are enjoying these. Here, hold up here. Today we are enjoying these Kristoff cigars. I think they're called Criollo, and the size is a Robusto.
Yep.
So, first things first. The first things that I've noticed with this is I've smoked it down to about probably, I don't know, an inch and a quarter left, or an inch and a half left. And the first thing I notice is every time I take a haul or a puff of this, even though it may be cool by the standards of smoking a cigar, it's still hot to me. Like, I was actually puffing this cigar and it was hot, but it wasn't producing any smoke.
That actually happened to me too, and when it did, I just kind of toasted it a little bit, just for a few seconds, just to get that flame back in there, and it just lit right back up.
Yeah.
So, not a
All
big
right.
deal.
Yeah. Alright, so let's, you want to jump in on some ratings here?
Sure, let's go into appearance and first impressions. Go ahead.
Alright, so appearance. Just based on appearance, I'm honestly going to give this a 9. The reason I didn't give it a 10 is because it didn't look as cleanly as I thought it should or would with a bigger name brand like Kristoff. Like, what I'm talking about is like that pigtail and that end little bit of tobacco. I realize that some cigars do have that, but I don't like that in a cigar.
Really?
But for first impressions, I really did like the cigar. I thought the cigar was unique because of that pigtail and that little extra bit. I've had a pigtail on it, but I've never had that extra little bit of tobacco that they have never cut off straight. So I thought it was unique. So for appearance, I'm going to give it a 10 because I thought it was unique.
So for mine, I'm going to give it a straight 9. The pigtail I liked. It was something different. Definitely I enjoyed. The extra tobacco on the end, which we touched on in the beginning, I didn't really enjoy that much, but it didn't really take away that much anyway. So it actually kind of helped lighting it, I thought.
Yeah, it did actually. That's one thing I did notice. It did help light it, but
just for appearance, it was
doesn't,
not pleasing.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't look good, but it helps with the performance of the cigar.
Yeah, correct. So the reason why I'm giving this a 9 is because the wrapper wasn't flawless. Like, there's sorry, with mine, there was small veins throughout, and there was kind of these like little bumps on the wrapper, which I didn't find too appealing. But other than that, the pigtail, the overall construction, everything like that was a 9 out of 10 for me.
Yep. So for ash and burn line, what would you rate this, and what are your thoughts on it?
Right now, as you can see, my burn line is fairly decent. It's fairly straight. The ash on mine, I held my ash on to at least halfway.
Definitely.
So it was a pretty good ash. I'll include a picture in here. So my overall rating, I'd say a solid 8.5. Solid 8.5, yeah.
Okay, so for my ash, I didn't really keep an ash, so based off Jake's, I'd give it a 9 or a 10. But based off burn line, my burn line was okay. until about the halfway point of this cigar, and then it got like on the same side it got this one hump of just it wouldn't burn properly. It wouldn't keep up with the rest, so it had that big mountain on it. So I didn't appreciate that. So with that, I'm gonna give that a 7.
Alright, so for the flavor and strength of this cigar, it started out very cedary. To that, about the middle part, I started experiencing that nuttiness and earthiness. From there on in, it's just been that little bit of cedar with that nut and earthiness, and it's been a fairly complex cigar, which I really like. It's had that flavor change, which I like. So on flavor, I would give this a solid 9. I've enjoyed it a lot. It's been a fantastic cigar. For strength, I would give this, for mine in particular, I give this a higher medium.
So for mine, when we came in the second time through probably the halfway point, not quite the first third, not quite the last third, I did taste that citrus, but as soon as we stopped filming, that citrus went away and it went into like a dark woodsy flavor. So with Jake, I'm going to agree with Jake. It did have, for that first half, I'm going to say, it did have that woodiness, that nuttiness, and that cedar, but I also tasted a hint of citrus with it. But then as soon as it hit the halfway point, it got to that darker, I guess, stages. It had that like heavier woodiness, that heavier nuttiness, and I actually tasted quite a bit of cedar with it too. So for flavor, I'm gonna give it. It also did have that complexity that Jake was talking about, and I really appreciated that. Actually, I really like that. So for flavor, I'd probably give it a 9. Actually, I've never really had a cigar that actually had flavor changes like that. So I really did like that. So I'm gonna give it a 9. But for strength, I'd place it to a high medium to a low strong.
Yeah. It definitely is a more bolder cigar.
Yeah.
Which isn't bad. Alright, so let's go into value in this cigar. I bought this online at the auctions at around $3 to $4. Now for that price, for this quality and for this name brand of this cigar, is just an overall steal. I'd buy this anytime. Now for what they retail for about...
Hold on here. Would you buy a box of these?
Would I buy a box of these?
At that $3 price range?
Absolutely, yes. Yes, I would. I enjoyed it that much. I would buy a box or a bundle of these, hands down.
Perfect.
So, for the retail price of these, which is $8 to $10, I would still pick up a few singles of these.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I would buy the full bundle or the full box, but there would definitely be a few of these in my humidor.
Mm-hmm. I probably am going to actually pick up a few more of these. I really did appreciate these.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? These are a nice, strong smoke after a nice hard week. So you know what? It's good with a nice rum. It's good with a nice whiskey. I really did appreciate that.
Yeah, it's been a fantastic cigar all around. So I guess for my value rating, at what I got it at, a 10. For what they retail, I'd give it still a 9. Mm-hmm. They're very good value for the price.
I'm not going to talk too much on value. Jake hit it right on the head with the hammer. I am just going to agree with him, a 9 and a 10. a 9 for the retail, and a 10 for the price that we got it at.
Perfect. So let's go into the overall rating. Would you buy it again? Yes, I already touched on would I buy it again. 100%. Doesn't matter if I got it for $3 or $4 or $8 to $10. Somehow or some way, I would buy the cigar again. Overall rating, I would give this a solid 9, a solid 90%. For me, this wouldn't be an everyday cigar. It's a little more full-bodied for my everyday preference, I guess I would say. But this is definitely a great, maybe have it twice a week to that once a week cigar.
So, definitely.
So, good job, Kristoff.
Definitely, good job, Kristoff. For me, it's more of an occasion cigar. I definitely would pick up a box of these or a bundle of these at the price that we got them at, that $3 to $4 price range. But it's still an occasion cigar. I would, if I don't want to say any occasions, but if it was a special occasion and I had some friends over and they enjoyed cigars too, I'd hand these out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Because they're a very extremely decent smoke, and it's still fairly cheap. Like, for example, I wouldn't hand out Cohibas. Like, those are
no,
just too expensive. Those are for yourself. You don't.
Yeah, those are once in a while smokes.
Yeah, but if you're making millions, you can smoke those whenever the fuck you want, really, I guess. But for us right now, those are definitely occasional smokes. So for overall rating, I'm gonna give this an 8.5. And would I buy this again? Absolutely. No matter retail price or the price that we got them at, I'm definitely gonna pick up more of these. I'm definitely, if we get up to probably 200 subs, I would definitely send these out to somebody.
Yeah, we definitely do a giveaway of these. These are that good, and we just want to spread them around, just to get the name out there, just to get get these cigars out there. They're really enjoyable.
Exactly. Anyways, guys, these are our thoughts and impressions on these wonderful Kristoff Criollo Robusto cigars.
Please check out our Instagram. We've been updating lately.
Please like and subscribe. Don't forget to comment below on what you think we should change or keep the same. Please comment on what cigars you would like us to try, or any suggestions.
Yeah, that's another thing. We love hearing suggestions from fellow followers. We love just hearing suggestions in the local tobacconist. We love just trying new cigars.
Exactly.
So, give us a shout, and thanks for watching, guys.
Have a good one, guys.